No Wi-Fi, big drama. It all started on a quiet Saturday morning. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and my family was ready for a lazy day at home. Everything seemed perfect until it happened. The Wi-Fi died. At first, nobody noticed. My dad was in the kitchen making coffee, my mom was watering her plants, and my younger sister Emma was scrolling on her phone, or at least trying to. Suddenly, she screamed, "Mom! Dad! Something is wrong with the Wi Fi." Now, in my family, this sentence is more dramatic than "the house is on fire." My mom immediately dropped the watering can, spilling water all over the floor. My dad froze, holding his coffee mug in the air like a statue. And me? I was still half asleep, but when I heard the word Wi Fi, I jumped up like a soldier in battle. Emma waved her phone in the air. "Look, no internet. TikTok isn't loading. Instagram is dead. Even YouTube is spinning forever." My dad, being old school, tried to calm everyone down. "Maybe it's just your phone. Restart it." Emma rolled her eyes. "Dad, don't be ridiculous. This is not my phone's problem. This is a national emergency." I decided to check my laptop. I opened it, clicked on the browser, and sure enough, the little dinosaur from Chrome appeared. No internet connection. That tiny dinosaur felt like the end of the world. "See?" Emma shouted. "We are doomed." My mom sighed and grabbed her phone too. She tried to open her gardening blog. "Oh no," she whispered. "Even my flower form is gone." That was when panic officially started. My dad, of course, pretended to be strong. He said, "Calm down, everyone. We don't need Wi-Fi for everything. In my childhood, we survived without the internet." But Emma didn't want to hear it. "Yeah, Dad, and in your childhood, dinosaurs also survived. Times have changed." My dad looked hurt. "Dinosaurs? Really?" I laughed, but only for a second, because then I realized my online game wouldn't load either. That meant no Saturday gaming marathon with my friends. My heart sank. Okay, my mom said. "Let's not fight. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. Let's wait a few minutes." We waited. 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 15 minutes. Still no Wi-Fi. By then, my family was starting to lose their minds. Emma was lying on the floor like a dead fish. I can't live like this. My friends will forget me. My streaks on Snapchat will die. My mom was pacing back and forth. I had planned to order groceries online today. What am I supposed to do now? Go to the supermarket like in the 90s. And my dad, well, my dad was smiling. He actually looked happy. "See? This is a sign. We spend too much time online. Now we can finally talk to each other like a real family." Nobody shared his enthusiasm. He suggested, "Why don't we play a board game? Monopoly? Scrabble? Cards?" Emma groaned. "Dad, nobody plays Monopoly anymore. That game takes 7 hours and usually ends with people crying." My dad shrugged. "That's the fun part." Meanwhile, I decided to investigate the root of the problem. I went to check the router. All the little lights were off except one that was blinking like it was mocking me. I unplugged it, waited, and plugged it back in. Still nothing. "Bad news," I announced. "The Wi-Fi is really dead." Emma gasped like I had told her someone died. "No!" My mom suggested calling the internet company. She dialed the number, but of course their automated message said, "Our lines are very busy. Please wait." After 20 minutes of waiting, she gave up. At this point, the situation was getting worse. My dad tried to start a conversation. So, kids, how's school? Emma said, I don't remember. School was online, and now I can't even check my homework. I said, school is fine, but my online project is due tomorrow, and guess what? I can't open Google Docs. My dad smiled proudly. See? No Wi Fi means no homework. That's a win. My mom rolled her eyes. Stop joking, Paul. This is serious. Then something unbelievable happened. Emma actually opened a book, a real book with pages. She sat on the sofa and looked confused. So, how does this thing work? Do I just flip the pages? I almost fell off my chair laughing. Yes, Emma, you flip the pages. That's how people used to get information before TikTok. She frowned. Weird. My dad was delighted. This is great. Look at her reading a book. My dream is finally coming true. But 5 minutes later, Emma was asleep on the sofa, the book covering her face. Meanwhile, I tried to entertain myself by drawing. I found some old colored pencils and started sketching. My mom sat next to me and said, You're actually good at this. Maybe no Wi-Fi isn't so bad after all. But I wasn't convinced. Yeah, but I still miss my game. The afternoon was long. Without Wi-Fi, time moved slower than ever. Every minute felt like an hour. My dad kept telling stories from his childhood. When I was your age, we played outside, climbed trees, built forts. Emma interrupted. Yeah, Dad, but when you were my age, Netflix didn't exist. We laughed, but then silence returned. Finally, my mom had an idea. Why don't we cook something together? So we went to the kitchen. Cooking with my family was chaotic. Emma cut the vegetables in strange shapes. My dad tried to use too much garlic. I accidentally spilled flour everywhere. My mom kept shouting, Focus, people, focus. In the end, the kitchen looked like a war zone, but at least we had a weird-looking pizza. And surprisingly, it tasted good. During dinner, something magical happened. We were actually talking. Not scrolling, not typing, not watching. Just talking. We laughed about our cooking disaster, told jokes, and even planned a family trip. For a few hours, I almost forgot about the Wi-Fi. But then around 8 p.m., I heard a tiny sound. Ding! My phone buzzed. The Wi-Fi was back. Emma screamed with joy. Yes, TikTok is alive. She grabbed her phone and disappeared into her room. I quickly opened my laptop. Notifications exploded everywhere. My game was ready. My friends were waiting. My mom sighed. Back to reality. She quietly went back to her gardening form. And my dad? He looked sad. So that's it? We're done talking? Just like that? We didn't answer. We were already busy with our screens. But I saw his face. He was disappointed. And for the first time, I felt a little guilty. Maybe he was right. Maybe we really do spend too much time online. That night, as I played my game, I thought about the day without Wi-Fi. It was annoying, yes. But it was also kind of nice. We laughed more, cooked together, and even survived a few hours without the internet. The next morning, the Wi-Fi was working perfectly. But my dad surprised us. He said, every Saturday we will have Wi-Fi free family time. Emma almost fainted. No, you can't do this. But my dad was serious, and honestly, I didn't mind. Because now I knew. Sometimes no Wi-Fi means big drama, but also big memories. Vocabulary time. Let's learn some useful words from the story. Spill, to accidentally let liquid fall out, like water or coffee. We are doomed. We are in big trouble. There is no hope. Grab. To take something quickly with your hand. Temporary, not lasting forever, only for a short time. Pace back and forth. To walk repeatedly in one direction and back, usually when worried. Enthusiasm, strong excitement or interest. Groan. To make a low sound of pain, unhappiness, or annoyance. Shrug. To raise your shoulders when you don't know or don't care. Investigate. To try to find the cause of a problem. Router. The device that connects your home to the internet. Gasp. To suddenly breathe in because of surprise or shock. Delight. A feeling of great happiness. Convince. To make someone believe or agree with you. Guilty. Feeling bad because you did something wrong. Great job! You finished the story and learned new words. Review them often and try to use them in your own sentences. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun English stories. See you in the next one.